This is the amount of tapes that Chris Kraft and Jesse Braun filmed for their Rendezvous 18 video. 8 tapes, 8 hours of raw footage between 2 people and 2 cameras over the course of 4 days. It is a video about skateboarding, fingerboarding, and what it means to be a part of a community. Jesse and Chris were able to represent these messages through their 18-minute video. But more importantly, what equipment and techniques did they use to convey them? Allow me to explain why their Rendezvous 18 video is a great representation of skateboard and fingerboard culture.
Hey guys, I brought some lunch. You want some?
Ladies. My favorite ladies. Mary, you make me wanna eat you. Every time I see you, it's like the first time I meet you. Fragrance like a flower, subtle and sweet too. Seductive and whatever, it might as well be see-through. Like my genie in a bottle. This could get me rich, look like a magazine model. Before you know it, we have her on the stroll. Fresh and right, complexion like Acapulco gold. If I had to guess just right,
when you break it down, skateboarding on film is a lot like other sports. A performer demonstrating their skills for a camera. The camera operator needs to find the best angle to capture the state of mind and emotion of the performer. The camera shot needs to include the terrain in a way that conveys the style of that particular performer. In skateboarding, the backdrop of the spot they are riding, such as graffiti, nearby pedestrians, or the clothes they're wearing, all add life to what is almost their pseudo-realistic film set. The camera Jesse and Chris use is the Sony DCR VX1000, or VX for short. This camera, in combination with the Century Optics Mark I fisheye lens, is an iconic setup in skateboarding's history. First released by Sony in 1995, the VX is still used in skateboarding videos today. The VX suits skateboarding's needs seamlessly. With its built-in handle, filmers are able to navigate streets and alleyways while staying close to the subject. The microphone on the VX does a great job of picking up the subtle bits of audio you get when skateboarding in the streets. Due to its size and bulky nature, it hardly works well in fingerboarding. But somehow, with their precision and focus, Jesse and Chris managed to navigate these small miniature-scale parks with this large camera, recreating the way a skateboard filmer would follow a skateboarder through a city. When you consistently film the same content over and over again, you begin to develop patterns and habits. Let's take a look at the filming style that Jesse has developed. When he films fingerboarding, it is clear that he is using the same style he would for skateboarding, just on a smaller scale. After all, he is using the same camera and filming nearly the same actions. Notice any similarities? Here, in this clip, we see an establishing shot of the spot the skateboarder is riding, followed by a close-up angle. The establishing shot provides us with context for what is to come. What do we see? They are filming at some sort of plaza, riding on a high ledge. The skateboarder is wearing a funky floral shirt, expressing some of his personality. We learn about what kind of spots the skater likes, in this case ledges, and what clothes they like to wear. This creates a storyline in Jesse's skateboard videos. We are then thrown into the up-close and personal fisheye shot. Now, let's look at a similar clip, but with fingerboarding. Here we see a busy fingerboard park, with 2 cameras filming. And again, we are launched into the close-up footage. Through the fisheye, we learn more about the scene, and who is doing the fingerboarding. Here we have Kenny Klein, with his calculated, technical fingerboard style. What better way to represent him than with a satisfied little glasses adjustment? Jesse's fluid use of the fisheye and long lens work in synergy to create the atmosphere of his videos. The long lens adding detail and character, while the fisheye complements it with excitement and flash. When you blend those 2 elements together, you are left with the perfect VX1000 recipe. His style of editing cuts would not be possible without such a versatile camera setup. The way Jesse uses this tool set to weave emotion into his clips is unlike any other skateboarding filmmaker. By clashing their filming styles, Chris and Jesse opened up the ability for double angles with 2 VXs. These minor details are what makes their video absolute. As fingerboarders, we go to these events just to hang out and to see our friends, to socialize and kick back. Sometimes it is a productive space where we film and make art. Sometimes it's not. The event is titled Rendezvous because our community is so small and exists mostly online. So it's a big deal when we meet up. Taking hours of this footage, turning it into something complete and meaningful, that's no easy task. I don't think anyone can capture these memories the way Jesse Braun and Chris Kraft have.